Self-obsession starts now. You need to start prioritizing yourself, your energy, your feelings, your emotions, because all of that is the coding to the reality that you experience. Whatever frequency that you are living on, that is what you are going to experience the second that you leave your home. You do not leave your home until you are right, okay? Meaning, you're good, you're happy, you're at a high frequency, whatever you're feeling, that's what you want to experience. You need to prioritize yourself. It is truly time to lock in. No more people pleasing. Leave it in the past. Self-obsession is in, and it's gonna get you exactly where you need to go, which is to your dream reality. My name is Helly. This is Guided by Helly, and I'm guiding you to your dream reality. So go ahead, I'll give you a second, like it, subscribe, and get in love, because we are getting everything we've ever wanted. We meet every Wednesday and Sunday and every Sunday and Wednesday. So make sure you have that bell notification on so that you can get here and let me know how you're doing. Check in the comments. And with all that being said, let's get into the video. So before we get into this video, I want to talk to you guys about a manifestation journal that I created for you guys. It is called the 11-Day Dream Life Lock-In, and it is a simple, less than 2-week process for you to align with your dream life so that you can call everything you've ever wanted into your life. It is for the girlies, and it really is so simple. It breaks everything down. There are days when you will be writing to your future self. There are days when you'll be walking with your future self. There are days when you will be connecting with your future self and really calling her in so that you can create less distance between you and your dream reality. And that is linked in the description. It is fully free. You type 0 into because it says how much do you want to pay. It's free, girl. You deserve it for free. Type in 0 and go ahead and download that and see where it takes you. And I'm so excited to have you living your dream life in less than 2 weeks. I need you to think about your life like a MySpace page. If you were not around during MySpace, it's basically like a Facebook, but it's like artsy and cool and fun and cute. And we were literally coding our pages. There was a website, I used Crash Codes, and you would go and pull the code from there and then like tweak it a little bit, change the color or change the background, and you would embed it onto your page, and it would create the actual visual page that people would see when they came onto your profile. That coding that you are doing is basically the same thing as your energy. Your energy is the code, and your reality is the MySpace page. I'm not going to use MySpace as too much of an analogy because I do know that it's like outdated and not everybody knows or used MySpace. Sorry, I'm old. But if you were around for MySpace, please let me know in the comments. Like, let's reminisce a little bit. I loved MySpace days. Like, it was the beginning of like my creative side being pulled from me. Anyway, the whole point of me bringing that up is to make you fully understand that your energy is the coding to your reality. Are all days the exact same? No. There are some days when you wake up and oh my God, everything is going incredibly. Like, wow, everything is so nice. Everybody is so kind. Things are going my way. I'm getting phone calls from people that are just bringing opportunities to me. Because your coding, the coding that you typed in that day was a high frequency code, okay? So if you are leaving your house while inputting low frequency codes into your life, you are going to visually see and experience low frequency experiences. I'm going to tell you an example that I recently just experienced that made me want to even bring this up to you guys. Okay, so the other day I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. My anxiety was so high. I was cycling through thoughts. I'm basically going through a major timeline shift. And so my body, my mind, my subconscious is battling to keep these thoughts in my mind. And so I am cycling through like the same thoughts over and over and over. And I've done this before, so I know it's okay, but it's such a stressful experience to have just like your thoughts on a loop, and it's bad thoughts. Like, I woke up having negative, low vibrational thoughts. I know it's because I'm going through a timeline shift. We can talk about that in this video or another. But that's what I'm experiencing. So I woke up very low vibrational, thoughts on a loop, thoughts on a cycle, couldn't get anything. I couldn't calm myself down. It was not happening, but I had to go meet my mom in the city, and she's staying in Times Square. I hate that for me. I hate that for her. She was staying in Times Square. So I went out there, and let me tell you something. Obviously, I live in a big city. I used to live in Chicago. I live in New York City now, and there are crazy people out there. I don't experience them. Like, I really don't. I hear stories from other people. I've had like one weird experience, one singular, and that was when I first moved here. But people who are on drugs on the street do not bother me. Like, they don't come and target me. They don't talk to me. I don't experience like these wild, crazy, I visually see people. Or if I do have an actual interaction with somebody who is on drugs and unhoused, there's no negative interaction. You know, it's like, hey, can I have some money? And it's like, sorry, I'm broke too. You know what I'm saying? I should stop saying that. Anyway, but that's my experience. However, the day that I woke up, this was like 2 days ago, the day that I woke up and had to leave my home on a very low vibration, a lower frequency than I typically ever am, I was faced with a very aggressive man, you know? So I'm waiting for my mom outside of the Madame Musso Wax Museum. This man comes up right in my face, touching himself in places and screaming like, S my D, like screaming. Thankfully, it was raining, so I did have an umbrella, so I just cocked it back and I was ready to swing, ready to have a tussle with this man because he was very much so in my face. I yelled, and long story short, he did end up going away. The second that he walked away, I was in shock that had even just happened to me. I know that these things happen in New York City. I'm not silly. I've been here for, I think, 4 years now, but for that to be my first experience like that, where somebody was aggressive, I was like, this is me realizing how important it is to prioritize your frequency before you leave your home. I would not have experienced that had I done more to calm my energy or told my mom, hey, I can't come out today because I'm this low. Even just talking about that, it's just like so much anxiety around the whole thing. Like, I can still feel the energy of that experience, and it was the exact same energy that I left my house in. Like, attracts like. Whatever you are, you're going to attract that. If you leave your home in a high vibrational mood, you're going to attract high vibrational experiences. Think about this. When you're planning for a vacation, how many vacations have you been on where it's just like everything is a hot freaking mess? When you were planning that vacation, when you were coding that vacation, like the MySpace page, when you were coding that vacation, and when I say coding, I mean picking out your outfits, planning trips, purchasing tickets, booking hotels, communicating with people about the travels. How was that going? Was there drama already in the group chat? Was the tickets hard to get? Were you, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford this trip. Oh my God, I guess I'm just going to do it, and it's going to be last minute and lots of anxiety. Were you programming that vacation with lots of anxiety? Or were you calm? Were you excited? Were you like, I deserve this trip? Oh my God, I just can't wait to put my feet up and relax. However you program that trip, I guarantee, unless you are able to truly bring yourself back down after programming this trip with so much negativity, that trip is going to be a lot of negativity. That trip is going to be exactly what you program it to be. So when you are making trips, when you are grocery shopping, when you are purchasing your food at the grocery store, you are programming your food with that energy that you purchased it with, okay? We really do need to prioritize our energy, prioritize ourselves, put ourselves and our energy first before anything else. If you have to wait a couple hours to go grocery shopping, that's okay. It's so much more important for you to Hello, stop being blurry. It is so much more important for you to get into a good space before you go and purchase the food that you are going to be consuming all week. Whenever you are picking out your foods and putting it in the basket, you are charging that food with the energy that you have. If you are at the grocery store being like, oh my God, I don't know if I can afford this. I don't know if I can afford, oh, it's going to be so stressful. What you need to do is prep better. You need to, before you go to the grocery store, make a very strict list for yourself of what you're going to purchase so that when you're in that store, you're like, I've got this off of my list. I've got this off of my list. I know that I can afford this. I have already prepped and planned. So when I'm walking through this grocery store, I'm not looking at all the things that I can't afford and programming my food with poverty. I'm not programming my food with lack. I'm not programming my food with brokenness, okay? I'm programming that food with all of the things that are going to nourish me. I'm like, oh my God, I am so prepped and ready for this trip. I'm in, I'm getting my things, I'm out. I'm also leisurely strolling, I'm having a good time. Like, I love a good grocery trip. I used to hate grocery shopping, and I literally started lying to myself. There's something that I do all the time. I will gaslight the out of myself, and my best friend, actually, it's funny that we were talking about MySpace because this was from the MySpace days. So she was, you know, when you go and you log on and then it has to give you like these random weird looking numbers and letters so that you prove that you're not a robot. One time she went to go log in and it brought that up and she was like, oh my God, yes, I love these. And I was like, who loves proving that they're not a robot? Like, it takes so much more time. It's just obnoxious to like be already there signing in and then you have to do one more step. It's just annoying. And she was like, well, it pops up all the time. And if I say I love it, then I feel like it's a treat and it's gonna have to happen anyway. But at least when I was experiencing it, I wasn't like mad about it. I thought, girl, you're a genius. So I started doing that with that. And I started doing that with so many other things in my life. Grocery shopping used to be just a drag. I don't know, like maybe it was because other people, like my mom, like, oh, I hate grocery shopping. Like everybody just talked about how they hated grocery shopping. So I did too. I wanted to be just like everybody else until I was like, I have to grocery shop twice a week. Like, I'm not good at like buying for the week. So I'm in the grocery store often. I'm picking out 2-3 times a week, going and picking out the things that I need. So I started telling myself how much I love it. It actually started, I put it on my like, as one of my prompts on Hinge. I was like, I love grocery shopping, because then it's like, we can go on a date grocery shopping. You can buy my groceries. That would be great. That was the intention. But just writing it down and then reading it, and then like people ask, oh, you love grocery shopping. What's your favorite grocery store? I started talking so much. I started talking a lot about how I love grocery shopping. Girl, I genuinely love grocery shopping now. I genuinely love grocery shopping now. So now when I'm going and picking up my food is programmed with a good time. My food is programmed with, oh my God, this is so much fun. Oh my God, I'm so happy and I can afford all this because I'm prepped and I'm ready for purchasing what I need to purchase. And I love it. And also, since I love grocery shopping, I will go to 2 different grocery stores and get like the best of the best. Like, I'll go and I'll get like the nice organic thing from here, and I'll go get the produce from here because I love grocery shopping. So it's just literally reprogramming my mind around grocery shopping has not only programmed my food to be of a higher vibration, but also the experience and the time that I spend finding the nice things for myself. That also is a better input for me. I don't know. It's better for me in the long run to lie to myself and tell myself that I loved grocery shopping. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, when everything that you are doing is your energy programming that thing. So again, with the vacation, you need to be mindful of how you are feeling when you are programming your vacations. You need to be mindful of how you are feeling before you leave your house so that you can determine what kind of day you are going to have. If it takes an extra 5 minutes to take a couple deep breaths and center yourself before you leave that house, do you understand how important those 5 minutes and what a difference those 5 minutes will make? If you knew, you would never skip it again. That experience that I had when I left my house on such a low frequency and I got to visually witness something that I had never experienced before, something that in this city that happens all the time that I personally don't resonate with. It doesn't happen to me. It happened to me because I was low. And now I'm going to be, thank God that experience was so alarming. I was in fear, like truly in fear for my life. Like, he was like spitting. It was nasty. So that experience is going to, forever, if not for a long time, or if not forever, for definitely a long time, it's going to remind me to check my temperature, to check my energy, to check my frequency before I walk out of that door. I'm gonna be checking it. And I'm gonna say something that like is gonna sound wrong, but let me finish the whole thought before we start making judgments. I am truly in my self-obsession era, and I invite you, maybe that's why you're here, because you're fully entering your self-obsession era. I need you to prioritize yourself as a recovering people pleaser. I was literally programmed as a child to prioritize my parents' emotions above mine. They didn't have much emotion regulation, so I also had to help regulate their emotions. I have attracted many friendships where I am here to regulate their emotions. I have attracted many men where I am here to regulate their emotions because that's what I was programmed to do. Once realizing how damaging that was for me, I have decided to reprogram that, and it didn't happen overnight, but it has happened over time, and I am focused on becoming a former people pleaser, somebody who used to do that. I did used to do that. I learned so much from those experiences, but I no longer am doing that. So I am entering my self-obsession era. I come first. I do come first. I have to. If my energy doesn't come before me assisting someone, I can't be of good service. I cannot. If truly, it's the same thing with like the putting your mask on first on the plane. You have to put your mask on first. You need to become obsessed with your own energy. You need to become obsessed with protecting your peace. You need to become obsessed with leveling up your energy, with raising your vibration, however that looks for you. You need to become obsessed with seeking out what is wrong with you. I said this a long time ago on my Instagram, how I spent my 20s seeking what was wrong with me, facing it head on. And I spent a lot of time dealing with a lot of shame and a lot of guilt and being like, I really hate that I acted that way. I really hate that I did that. But I looked at it. I didn't bury my head in the sand. I didn't walk away from those experiences and be like, okay, well, I'm just not going to think about it, therefore I won't improve on it. I looked at myself in the mirror for a very long time, to where now that I'm 30, I can be so proud of who I am and what I have done for myself. Nobody will understand, except for God, how difficult that was for me and how difficult it is for you to go through these experiences of looking yourself dead in the face and shedding what no longer serves you. However, you will benefit from that. I recently have entered a new timeline, and like I said, like my self-obsession era. And I know this because my relationship with food has shifted randomly. Like, woke up one day, no food noise. The way that I think about things is shifting. The way that I was experiencing things that used to give me anxiety, that just roll right off. I am a completely different person on a completely different timeline. And it's because I've been cutting off the people pleasing in me. Last summer, I entered this timeline because I recognized this energy, and I could pinpoint exactly when I stepped into this timeline last year, and I stepped right out of it and went right back to my old timeline. I did not step into this timeline and accept it and move forward and leave behind all the things that I needed to. I brought things with me, and it pulled me right back down. There were a lot of things that I had to shed that could not come with me, and it took me almost an entire year to figure out how to shed it and what needed to be shed. And now I'm stepping into this timeline in this new energy without all of that old energy that couldn't come with. The universe is constantly working for you. You need to start working for you as well, and not everybody else around you. The people, you will have such a better job inspiring people through your own actions. You will do so much better for people than you will trying to pull them up, because they will pull you back down. I know we've all seen the analogy of standing on the chair and you're trying to pull them up and they're trying to pull you down. 10 times out of 10, they're going to be able to pull you down. I don't care how strong. They're going to be able to pull you down because they have gravity working with them. They have all of that force. They have your past. They have your subconscious working for them. Your old still is in there. It's not fully collapsed yet. It's not fully gone yet. They have that working for them. You need to put yourself first. You need to put your energy first. It is the era of self-obsession. Obsess over your energy. Obsess over your aura. Obsess over becoming a better you. It is time to lock in, and you know that. You feel that. You have been feeling that for a long time. It has been on your mind. You have been ready. Your thoughts are like, I do deserve it. I sure do. And you're a little bit confused, like, okay, well, so why isn't reality rapidly shifting? Because it doesn't rapidly shift. It shifts in major ways, and you're feeling them, but we're not overnight. Please keep moving forward. Please stay focused on your energy. Please stay focused on your dreams. Please keep looking forward. When you have that first inkling that this can't come with me, this behavior, this person, this place, this job, when you have that first come up, sit with it. Take that thought. Do not bury it. I have made so many mistakes of having a thought come up and being like, I don't think this is for me. And my ego steps in and is like, no, you can make it work. Girl, you can make it work. You can absolutely take care of them. You can absolutely succeed in this. You can absolutely do that. Yes, but that is here, and you want to be here. Sure, I can succeed here. I've done it over and over and over and over and over again. I know I can do it. It feels safe succeeding down here. I've done it. You're being pushed up here. You're being pushed up here, and you need to accept that. And you need to let go and shed the things that cannot come with you. And when I say that there is something on your mind, please trust that. Please trust that. Please trust that. It will be the best thing that you could do for yourself. It is not a permanent shed. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. However, if these people, places, and things level up with you, eventually, let's say they could level up tomorrow, but today you gotta go alone. You got to shed that and get to where you need to be. They might meet you there. I've had plenty of friends meet me there again, where we separate and come back too. I've had plenty of friends that I know our time in this life, it is over. I do know that. And you know that. The universe, God, source, whoever has told you that. You need to start taking the advice. And when you do not have that connection to source, when there is not a lot of guidance, quiet the mind, meditate, ask, what do I do? Please give me a sign. You guys, I just said, please give me a sign. So I have my own purse line that I'm developing. My first sample for my bag line, loveheli.com, is on its way. It's being delivered today. And I'm so excited. It almost doesn't feel real, but I know that I'm ready for this. I know I'm ready for my next phase in life. I don't really talk about my art stuff on here too much. I really just keep it very manifesty. But that is the other side of me. I am an artist. I make wearable fashion and yeah. But anyway, I just need you to know that it is time to prioritize yourself before you leave your home. Me first. Where's my energy at? I'm not leaving this house until I'm in an energy that I would want to receive from people. If I'm irritated and pissed, just know you're about to walk out that house and run into a lot of irritated, pissed people. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's time. It's time to put yourself first. And with all that being said, I love you dearly. If you made it all the way to the end, leave like a heart emoji. Also say hello, hi, how are you down below. I want to know what you have going on in your life, anything that you've accomplished, all of the good things that are going on in your life. Share them with me. I'm the type of person where I know some people, like when they see other people doing well, they're like, oh no, what's that mean about me? I get so happy when I see other people doing good things for themselves. Like my roommate, she's starting her own business, and it's as if it's my business that I'm starting. Like I'm just beyond happy for her, and I'm so excited. And now I can't stop cheesing. But with all that being said, I love you, love you, love you dearly. We will meet again every Wednesday and Sunday, and every Sunday and Wednesday. And love you. Bye.